Good afternoon to all. Rohin, come in video mode. Naviraj Anwalkar. I am audible? Hello? Rohin, I am audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay. Today, I want to give one first assignment of your compensation and benefit. Please take down. Please take down. All of you, please take down your
Yes,
first
sir.
assignment. Please take down question. Prepare a comprehensive compensation comprehensive compensation plan. Prepare a comprehensive compensation plan to be offered to a sales executive, comma, a general manager, and the CEO of an organization, I'll repeat again. This is your first assignment. The question is like this: prepare a comprehensive compensation plan to be offered to a sales executive, comma, a general manager, and the CEO of an organization. This is your first assignment. Today's date is 3rd and you need to submit it on 10th. Means I already given service marketing second assignment. You need to submit it on or before 8th of this month. Then this assignment you need to submit it on 10th. Timing is again on or before 12 p.m. and you need to send this particular assignment on out to this email ID, maheshgowdapatil@klescet.ac.in. Mahesh Gowda Patil, MAHESHGOUDAPATIL @klescet.ac.in. Okay. Rohin, come in video mode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come in video mode. Yeah, Rohin, please explain what I given that
Yes,
assignment.
sir. Yes, sir.
Please read that.
Sir, you have told. Yes, sir. Prepare a comprehensive compensation plan to be offered to sales executive, general manager, and the CEO of the organization.
True.
And today is the 3rd October, and we have to submit on or before 10th October.
Yeah, I already given service marketing that second assignment. You need to submit it on or before 8th, 12 p.m.
Yes, sir.
But this first assignment on compensation and rewards on 10th on or before 12 p.m. You need to send it. Soft copy. Okay.
Yes.
Then
Please. Yes, sir. Sir, please give the questions on first chapter, sir, this compensation, so that we can prepare, sir.
That's what I'm giving you some important questions in today's class. Before going to start this
Yes,
second
sir.
unit, today I already planned
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
want to
sir.
give some important questions related to the first unit. Please take down, write down.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Define compensation. Define compensation. 3 marks question. Explain in detail basic concepts of compensation. Explain in detail basic concepts of compensation. 7 mark question. First is define compensation, and your second question is on explain in detail basic concepts of compensation. Means you need to explain those all: wages, salary, benefits, what's that, DRS
In,
allowances, consolidated
yes,
pay,
sir. Bonuses.
bonuses, equity-based programs, commission, reward, remuneration, etc. And these are the major basic concepts of compensation. Okay, they can ask like 10 marks question full. Explain in detail all the basic concepts of compensation. If they ask 7 marks, you have to mention that what is the point. Take an example: wages, salary, benefits, or any DRS allowances, commission, like that. So you need to explain 5 to 10 lines. Okay, it is a very small question, 7 mark question. If there is a 10 mark question, you need to write at least 4 pages, including all this, by taking all these points. Okay, and here it is one very important question for your exam. In this basic concepts of compensation only, they may ask what is the difference between wages and salary. They ask that. Then what are the various benefits you need to give to your employee? They may ask that also. And very important here is, what do you mean by dearness allowances, DA? Dearness allowances means it is totally depend on the basic salary, and this is in the form of percentage. What you are giving benefit to your employees, that is in the form of percentage. How that DA is calculating? Okay, how we should calculate that? What are the steps are there? What is the minimum and maximum DA we should provide to our employee? You need to mention in detail. Okay, then equity based programs, they will ask 3 marks question. What do you mean by equity based program? Okay, then they can ask what is bonus, and that's it. 3 marks questions are more on this particular unit, but in generally they can ask that basic concepts of compensation. Apart from that, there are various types of compensation managements are also there. Those are already discussed. Okay, the pay model, 7 mark question. Explain in detail pay model of compensation management. Next question, 7 mark again. What are the strategic pay policies? And explain. What are the strategic pay policies? And explain. And strategic perspectives of pay, it is not important, but they may ask. Please read that also. And it is very important, that is, explain in detail strategic pay decisions. Strategic pay decisions. And last one is fee square important. That is very, very important. 7 mark question. Briefly explain best practices versus best practices versus best fit options. Best practices versus best fit options. Very, very important. In this unit, Expected questions are majorly 2. 3 marks question, they may ask any questions, and more expected questions are what is strategic perspectives of pay? Maybe they'll ask, but that is not important as per according to your syllabus. But this is very important, that is strategic pay decisions. And best practices versus best fit options, very important question. They will ask, no doubt, 100%. And basic concepts of compensation, they will ask 7-mark question. As per according to my knowledge, they may ask only one question. Even they ask that 10 marks, that is, what are the basic concepts of compensation, they may ask. So please be aware about what I discussed already in the class and how those are important to you people in the future as HR manager. And as HR manager, you need to differentiate what are the wages as per according to the Minimum Wages Act. What is the minimum wages we should give them? You have to write that in detail. Okay. Then salary. What are the components of the salary? Okay. What are the basic concepts related to the compensation, like DA, bonuses, remuneration, dearness allowances. Okay. All what I explained. Those all you need to explain in detail. Already those are there with you, those slides, everything. Maybe I'll send those slides also in WhatsApp, no doubt. Maybe on Monday or
Yes, sir.
maybe on Tuesday. Please remind me that on Monday or Tuesday, I'll send you that compensation slides in WhatsApp. Okay, Rohin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please remind me on Monday or Tuesday. I'll send you those
Yes, sir. Yes.
compensation slides in WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Already these are the discussed already. These are the important questions related to your first unit of compensation. And in today's class, I want to discuss something related to the your second unit. I want to start your second unit, that is internal alignment. I already took some examples related to the 3 companies. What are those 3 companies, Rohin?
Sir,
What are
sir,
those
you
3
told
companies?
about
Huh?
sir, Microsoft use Microsoft, sir,
Microsoft,
and Firepond.
Firepond, then
Yes, sir. Then Bristol Myers Squibb.
first one is Microsoft.
Microsoft. Second one is Bristol Myers Squibb, and the third one is
Firepond.
Yes, sir. Third one is Firepond, sir.
Yeah, that's what I already discussed on all those 3 questions. Okay, related to what are the points I discussed already. Then with respect to all those policies, with respect to the internal alignment, how they aligned each and every work properly, I discussed already. Okay, on the basis of the first unit of those 3 particular this one company. Okay, you can take any company, you need to follow the objectives. So on the basis of those objectives, how they internally aligned all the work, depend on that particular first point, first unit only. Okay, this internal alignment or your second unit internal alignment is dependent. So before going to start this, why I put it this slide is very important. I already discussed in your last slides. Okay, tell me what the exact internal alignment is. Yes, Zohra? Zohra, Rayani.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me. Internal alignment means what? I already discussed to the
Sir,
class.
sir, I was not attending last class, sir.
But this is not answer.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Rohin,
But I really don't have no idea about this, sir.
internal alignment means what?
Sir, internal alignment is focused on the relationships of the organization, sir. Like we can say the internal decisions of the organization. Internally,
decision.
often it called as yes, sir. It is often called as internal equity also, sir.
Okay.
Fairness of the various jobs, like everyone should get the proper jobs respective of their benefits and their behavior, how they work and all that, sir. Means totally it will take internally of the organization, sir. Internal relative activities of the organization.
True. 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 Rashmi Magdum. Rashmi Magdum.
It is, yes, sir.
Tell
So
me.
it is internal comparison of various job descriptions, and all the elements are aligned in such a way that everyone gets benefited, sir.
Correct. But what is the meaning of that internal alignment? I'm asking.
So alignment in the sense they should be properly put up in such a way, or they should be in such a structure that it benefits everyone, sir. Alignment. They should be aligned in such.
Without harming to any individual employee.
Yes.
Okay. As a management people, they have to take proper decisions with respect to their particular roles towards the organization.
Yes, sir.
That is what that's called as internal alignment. Internal alignments are totally depend on the what kind of work is given by the higher authority to the workers. First one is authority.
Yes, sir.
Second, what kind of work to be given to the all the employees. Third one, what are the responsibilities? You need to intimate them. What are the objectives? You need to inform them. Okay, who are your competitors? On the basis of that, you need to recruit the people on the basis of that only, on the basis of the need only, on the basis of the what kind of particular qualifications of employees you are looking for. You need to recruit them. You need to give them proper work as per their qualification. Okay, then as per according to that, you need to take work from the employees, means their employees contribution towards the organization. Okay, you need to take proper decision as a higher authority, and you need to manage all the things with respect to the rules and regulations without harming to any individual employee. That means you need to maintain each and every employee's dignity in the society. So those all are coming in the internal alignment. It means all work should be aligned properly. Okay, as per with respect to the objectives, with respect to competitiveness, contributors and management. Okay, you need to align all those works with respect to law, with respect to policies, with respect to objectives, with respect to the need, with respect to your competitors. So here the management decision plays a very important role. They have to take proper decisions without harming to the system, okay, without harming to any employee, okay, without harming to the any performance of the employees or any product. So that's what internal alignment, internal responsibility, internal liabilities, internal that objectives, internal work, how we are going to divide the work, how we are going to giving them work. Those all are coming into proper alignment. You need to give all the proper works, equally distribute all the works to all the employees without discriminating. Only to the one employee you are giving more work and other employee you are giving less work. No, not like that. Depend on their experience, depend on the qualification, depend on the what kind of need is there in the organization. Depend on that, you need to take work from the employees in a systematic manner. That is what that's called as internal alignment or internal equity. Rohin, got it?
Yes, sir. Sir, in this, even we will apply that KSA's policies, sir, like
Yeah,
knowledge,
why not?
skills, ability. That
Knowledge,
is,
skills,
yes,
and
yes,
ability.
sir.
Depend on the knowledge, depend on the
Ability, yes,
skills,
sir.
depend on the abilities. If an employee is not capable to do any work, take an example. How they should work that? That is not called as internal
Yes,
alignment.
sir.
There is no any proper arrangement
Yes,
of
sir,
their
yes, sir.
work. There is no any proper flow of the workload. So depend on the, that's what skills, what we are going to call that as in competencies.
Competencies. Yes, sir.
Competencies, capabilities, knowledge, experience, abilities,
Abilities.
all. So depend on what kind of employee you have, what kind of work need is there, depend on that how you are going to equally distribute to all employees. That is what that's coming into the internal alignment or internal equity. Got it? So my next question
Yes,
is,
sir.
before going to start this, again I need to recollect same words by remaining students also. Yes, Jaswina. Jaswina.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Internal alignment means what?
So internal alignment is the internal equity. Whatever happens in the organization,
Huh?
how the policies and the regulations are aligned. I think so. What Rohin said. I'm
Dhanasri.
just listening.
It's okay. Dhanasri Bide. Dhanasri. Dhanasri Bide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, internal alignment means what?
Sir, internal alignment or internal equity, it refers to comparisons among jobs, sir,
Okay. This is a
or skill
comparison.
level. Skill levels in the same organizations.
Okay. Huh? Next question to Ashwini Jirli. Come in video mode. Ashwini Jirli. Yeah, explain according to you what is that internal alignment is.
So internal alignment is the relationship
I'm not audible.
within the organization. Internal alignment is the relationship within the organization.
No doubt. It is the
Hello.
relationship, no doubt.
Yes.
But what is it exactly internal alignment is?
How it is dependent on each other jobs in a single organization.
Saraswati Kurni.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come in video mode. Saraswati.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, what is that internal alignment is?
It is a relationship between the different jobs in a single organizations.
In the similar organizations.
Single organization.
What is that exactly? Yeah, whatever you are telling, that is correct. But what is that exactly? Explain in your own words. Yes? You're copying.
Yes.
Then explain. According to you, internal alignments, I'm not asking about any external alignment. I'm not asking any interactive alignment. No. I am asking internal alignment between the management and the workers. Internal marketing, internal alignment, internal work distribution, internal performance management, internal inventory management, right? What is it exactly internal alignment is? Yes? Preeti Gavekar,
Yes, sir.
please come in video mode. You raised your hand.
Yes, sir. I had a doubt.
Yeah, please.
So you said the recruitment process takes place on the competitiveness, no, sir? So how does the recruitment process take place on the competitiveness? It's on the vacancy and what the company requires. So it's not on the competitiveness that the recruitment process takes place. So
What you are asking exactly? I'm not getting. What you are asking?
you said recruitment takes place on the basis of competitiveness.
Huh.
Then how does recruitment take place on the competitiveness side? Recruitment takes place on the basis of the
1 minute.
vacancies side of the
1 minute.
organization.
Competitiveness means, according to you, what is the competitiveness means?
So it's between the organizations, sir.
What is it exactly?
And
What is it
so it's
exactly?
between the organization, like
Huh?
which company grows better and better in the future.
Competitiveness in the sense it is the competition between one organization to another organization. So on the basis of the what kind of need is there, depend on that you are going to recruit the people. So that's what internal alignments also depend on the what kind of employees you are required. Depend on that only you are going to recruit, then you are going to align the work.
Sir, alignment is okay, sir, but how come, sir, competitiveness is on the payroll, sir? How much money is been, salary is been offered by one company, and how much salary is been offered
No, no, no,
by the
no,
other company?
no, don't get confused. See, competitiveness in the sense how much the competition is there, right? What kind of particular requirements are there? Even depend on that also. Okay, you are going to recruit the people. So depend on that also. You are going to internally align work with your employees. Got it? Those all are interlinked with each other, madam. You need to align properly.
No, but competitiveness comes on the external factor, no, sir.
Not
It's
like
not
that.
internal factor.
Why not? Even it is internal also.
So, but rivalry is amongst the outsiders, not within the
See,
organization.
that's in every class I'm going to use that. That's depend on the company. Again, I'm telling you, madam. Again, that is depend on the company. How they're going to look, how they're going to take that as a decision, right? It is very vast, madam. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Preeti Gavekar, tell me, according to you, what that internal alignment is?
So the workflow or the organizational structure that is within the organization for the betterment, for the better flow of the work within the organization.
Tell me, pardon, no, don't tell me the definition. Tell me.
So it's
what
not
is the
definitions,
exact,
it's in my own words.
don't tell me the meaning also. Tell me in your own words. What is it exactly?
So it's in my own words only, sir.
No. No.
So I don't have textbooks. I have not read anything from about this. How will I tell out the definition?
Internal alignment in the sense what you are going to internally align the things. Tell me. As per the need of the organization.
The internal alignment means the managers, then the sub workers, then all the workers that come place. So they all are dependent on each other.
No doubt, 100% true. All are interdependent on each other, no doubt. But how you are going to, suppose take an example, you are the HR manager working in any XYZ company. How you are going to align all the work?
So that comes out of experience. I'm still learning.
Huh?
So that allotting work comes out of experience. I'm still learning.
Correct. I'm asking that in generally, madam. In generally.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. I'll come back to you. Okay.
Yes.
See, those internal alignments are totally depend on, again, what kind of work analysis is there, what kind of descriptions are there related to the work. Okay. How you are going to evaluate those are in the form of any certifications, maybe in the form of what are the extra work you are going to give them. Maybe those are treated in the form of techniques, and depend on the internal structure of the organization. Depend on the internal structure of the organization. That internal alignment is dependent. See, what kind of techniques is there? Techniques are in the form of how you are going to analyze the performance of the employee, internal alignment. Depend on the performance of the employee. Well, one whose performance is good for them, you are giving more responsibilities. Okay. One whose performance is less, again, you will give them better training instead of wasting their time, right? Okay. Then the second one is by analyzing their work. Okay. Again, you need to give them any extra benefits, and extra one who is having such a kind of work skills. You are going to analyze that. So those are depend on the internal policies of the organization, internal policies of work, internal how you are going to internally yourself you are going to recruit the employees, right? How you are going to transfer promote, demotion, everything that's depend on those all are coming under the internal alignment only. So depend on that, okay, depend on major three pillars. I am here using words pillars. Depend on the policies, techniques and objectives. Depend on these 3 points only, internal alignment is dependent. First thing is you need to concentrate on your objectives, right? Before going to frame any objectives to your organization, you need to set those particular objectives neatly, right? Second one is you need to concentrate on the, while you are going to frame the policies. Policies plays a very important role to take work from the employees, right? Then how you are going to analyze the working condition of the employees. Various techniques are there, by work analysis, then work description, evaluation, and by internal authority or internal flow or internal structure of the flow of the authorities. So depend on all these points, internal alignment is dependent. So here what I'm telling you, you need to concentrate on majorly efficiency again, efficiency of the workers, efficiency in the sense there are majorly points like performance of the employees, what kind of quality of the employees are there, quality of product, okay, then customers, what kind of customers you have, stockholders and costs. Here stockholders are the employees of the organization. Then what are the costs those are required to run that particular business? Those all are coming into the efficiency. Fairness means without discriminating any person, how you are maintaining that quality of work, how you are maintaining each and every employee's dignity in the society, in the organization, by analyzing your particular employee with other employees, how they are giving such a kind of chances, and where is your employees, how much particular compensation you are giving to your employees, and what kind of compensation they are giving to their organization. Everything you need to compare, right? Then compliance means with respect to the law, okay, what kind of particular rules and regulations they are implementing, and what kind of rules and regulations those are implementing, and by implementing those all such a kind of rules and regulations, all are doing their particular job in the time or no, in the everything you need to consider, you need to analyze,
So,
you need to properly give such a kind of workload to all. That's coming into the internal alignment. Yes, Rohin.
so this is the same pay model structure, sir, what you have taught in the unit 1, right, sir?
See, pay model, I mentioned the pay model already mentioned, but depend on
Yes, sir.
this pay model only, that internal alignment is again dependent. Second unit.
But the same thing we can write here, sir, in the second unit.
No. Just I am telling the basic
The different.
thing.
Okay.
What is the basic thing that is required to the internal alignment?
Okay, sir.
So these are the major thing you need to concentrate first.
Yes, sir.
On the basis of these point only, your internal alignment is
Yes, sir.
dependent. Okay. So these are the major.
Okay, sir.
Because I already mentioned there. Look that the pay model. Pay model is different. Internal alignment is different.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Got it. Before going to start this
Yes,
unit,
sir.
just
Yes,
I'm
sir. Yes, sir.
recollecting what I told in previous class. Got it?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Then my next slide is,
Yes, sir.
on what is internal alignment. Now I'm going to start the second slide. That is okay. First slide is depend on these particular points only. Your whole that internal alignment is dependent. Okay. Then next one is that is
Yes, sir.
what is that exactly pay model is. This internal alignment is, according to me, okay, it is often called as internal equity. It refers to the relationship between the jobs, skills. I already mentioned jobs in the sense what kind of particular vacancies are there, openings are there, what you are going to recruit, or skills are in the form of competencies, knowledge, capabilities, KSA, knowledge, skills or abilities, or competencies means again skills within a single organization. You need to mention like this. Okay. It is often called as a very important question. What is internal alignment? They will ask. You need to write like this. internal alignment is often called as internal equity, refers to the relationship between jobs, skills, or competencies within a single organization. The relationship form a pay structure that should support the organization strategy, support the workflow, be fair to employees, and motivate behavior towards organization objectives. I mentioned already, I'll come back here. With respect to the objectives, that's what, these are the major three pillars in every organization for the purpose to align all the works respectfully. You need to concentrate on the objectives. What I mentioned here, that is, the relationship form a pay structure that should support the organization strategies, support the workflow, be fair to employees, and motivate behavior towards organization objectives. With respect to your objectives, while you are going to frame the objectives, your objective should be very powerful. Your objective should be very, very transparent. Then on the basis of that only, you can take work from the all the employees. You have to give such a kind of work, support them. You need to mention any strategies related to the need, and meanwhile you need to motivate behavior. You need to motivate good behavior employees, or one who is good at you. Okay, think on those particular persons and take work from them in a proper manner. Okay, then only it is called as internal alignment. Internal alignment is without disturbing to any system. Okay, for the purpose to well-being of the organization, how you are going to take the work from the employees or by the experts. Take an example, within a job, within a company, okay, within that particular working hours. Okay, that is called as internal alignment. Yes, Rohin. Now tell me, by analyzing these all, what I discussed here, okay,
Yes, sir.
in your own words, what is that internal alignment is?
So internal alignment, what we can say is that is the relative worth of the each job, sir, for comparing the duties, job duties, responsibilities, their training, the experience of one job to another, sir, then making them to know all the internal structure of the organization,
Huh?
and providing the different jobs within the organization to the employees, sir.
Yeah. Now you got that exactly why I mentioned that previous slide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So depend on all those are the major basic pillars to analyze and implement to your organization, that is internal alignment. Okay, it is often called as internal equity, refers to the relationship between the jobs, skills, or competencies within a single organization. See, I mentioned and I highlighted also, support the organization strategy by internally alignment. What you are aligned, those all work. Okay, it really support to the organization strategy. If you are going to implement any good strategy to maintain your brand in the market, take an example. Okay, so depend on that internal alignment also, depend on the proper organization strategy also. Okay, this internal alignment, you can take more work from the employees. Support the workflow, no doubt it supports the proper workflow. Be fair to employees without discriminating to any employee. Okay, you can manage that fairness to all the employees and motivate good behavior towards the organization objectives. Be positive as an employee and employer. Both here you have to work and maintain good behavior towards the organization. That is what that's coming into the internal alignment. Okay.